Hello guys, Chimerical Reviews here, coming back with another Living Dead doll review. And first I'd like to apologise for the audio. I know it does sound pretty loud and grainy, but I don't know what's wrong with it. And secondly was just to say that I'll be doing 3 straight recordings of reviews, so I'll be wearing the same clothes in all of them, so that is why. And let's just jump in straight to the first review, and I'll also be giving out information and different facts, but you can find all of the information I'm given online in their respective places, so you can all find it yourselves. So, first one I'd like to do was the newest member of my group, and that is Sybil from Series 4. And Sybil really is very good, so I'm just going to jump straight into it so I can get a review now. Anyway, the first thing I'll start off with is the box, which, since it's very early series, they haven't started experimenting with the box yet. They don't do that till the next season when they bring in the first time they've used silver boxes. I'm sure that's when they started doing that. So this is just a very simple, very basic black coffin. Has all of the writing on the back and the pink tissue, and the chipboard poem is still the original from series 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So there's not much to explain about the box, the tissue paper, but I will go into her chipboard poem, which has a hand-drawn picture of the doll herself, her name, and the chipboard poem, which says, "Strapped in a straitjacket with a collar and chain, pray that it is enough to keep Sybil restrained." And that's just so creepy. I love it. I love the chipboard poem. But yeah, that's pretty much all to do with the box. It's a very simple, very original box for Living Dead dolls. So that is all for the box. And next we move on to Sybil. Now she is just fantastic. Nearly everything about her is just perfect for me specifically, because I just love insane characters so much. We'll start off with the clothes, which should speak for themselves. Now, you probably saw there, I'll come back to that, but Sybil is wearing a straitjacket, and it is absolutely amazing. Her straitjacket is tied at the back by not only Velcro, but by a belt that not only goes around her waist, but also down round her body and attaches to the back. So it does Velcro, but you'd also have to undo the belt, which makes it very annoying to take off. But I won't be taking it off today because it would take too much time. And that's basically all I can say about the straitjacket. It's a very nice, just normal material. I don't know how to describe material, so I'm not very good in that aspect, but she also has trousers that are kind of, they feel like the belt like leather. I wouldn't say disco pants, but somewhere around that area. So yep, these are also very nice. They're separate pieces. Like if the belt didn't go under her crotch area, then you could probably take them off. And she also has one more item of clothing to say. That's this collar that goes all around her neck, and the collar is attached to a chain, which does tend to hold the doll. And I just think that's such a cool idea, because she looks so mad and insane, and oh, it's just brilliant. I usually just wrap the chain around Nurse Necro's hand, because the doctors came to remove her brain. So, actually, speaking of that, I'll read her death certificate, which says, "Locked away, forever insane, the doctors came and removed her brain. She died on the table by morning light. Now in search of a mind, she wanders the night." Now, I don't know if them doctors are Dr. Deadwin and Nurse Necro, but my headcanon says they are. So, yep, that's all about Sybil's clothes. Let's move on to Sybil's face, paint job, all that sort of stuff. And if you can't tell, It's so nice. It's so fitting to, should I say, because if you come up here, the best bit about Sybil's face is her eyes. Her eyes are absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you can see, but just white iris with a spiral for eyes, and it's just absolutely brilliant. She has very, very noticeable airbrush and eyeshadow that goes all the way around her eyes. She also has a little bit of green dribble coming out of her mouth, which you see again on Gluttony, but I think Sybil does it so much better. It's so much more fitting. And Sybil's a special doll because, like I said before, she's in a straitjacket. However, straitjackets wouldn't be able to hold Living Dead doll's arms as well as this, but that's because Sybil's arms are squishy. She has flexible arms, so it's not hard plastic. It feels like quite thin plastic, and it can bend. It can do so much, and she's the first and only ever doll to do this, and I think that is brilliant. I don't know if her res does it, but oh well. And yep, her face is absolutely fantastic. She does have kind of a shadow kind of around here, but I've heard it's normal. So yeah, that's her face, and it's just so simple and so cool, and she looks absolutely insane. It's fantastic. And I think that her hair also shows, I think this whole doll just tries to show insanity and complete madness, and her hair also does that because it's quite greasy, so you can kind of mold it however you want, kind of show off an insane look, but I prefer to keep it quite controlled but still kind of insane. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm going with it. The only problem I've noticed with Sybil's hair is that the rooting space seems to be a bit off, and if she didn't have a black heading for it, you would see a lot of bald patches. And even now I'm looking at a bald patch because I just can't lie her hair properly to have no bald patches. So, but she, like I said, she has a black underlay to her hair, so you can't really notice unless you're looking closely. So even here, look, you can probably see it here, but her hair is still very nice. It took a bit of love, but I think it's turned out very nice. And oh, I absolutely love Sybil. I'll give out some information on Sybil just before we head off, and that is, at first, her death date is the same day that John Wayne Gacy was arrested. I don't know if that was a coincidence, whether they were aiming for that, because I thought that Schizo would fit that so much better with him being a clown. And the second bit of information I have got right here, and like, I don't know if this is true, this might just also be a coincidence, and it can be found on the Living Dead Dolls wiki page, but I'll read it now. And that is that Sybil Isabel Dorset was the pseudonym for Shirley Manson, whose life was documented as Sybil, and she was treated for multiple personality disorder and held 16 personalities. I can't even hold one. I don't know how, but maybe that's why she's so insane. It's a nice kind of link, and an insane Sybil and a pretty messed up Sybil. I just think that it's either one hell of a coincidence or an amazing concept for a doll. And like I said, you can find that in their own respective pages. Anyway, that was Sybil. I really cannot recommend her enough. She's one of my favourites, and I would rate her out of 10. I'd recommend her a good 9. I really like her. I think she's an absolutely amazing doll, and I think that anybody's collection would be complete with her. She's just so good. Anyway guys, that was the first of my 3 reviews, and I'll see you again for my next one, which I'm also looking forward to. I've got 3 lined up that are really good, and the next one is no different. So I'll see you then everyone, and until then, take care.